see his fiance, and
you ain't going home, buddy. Your ass ain't going home. Chud's team was wrong about everything. Bruh, this Chud the Builder shit, it just keep getting worse for this nigga, bruh, for Chud. Why am I calling Chud, nigga? You don't deserve to get that fucking shit anyways, bruh. Anyways, man, bro. It just gets worse for him, bro. It just gets worse for him, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And it's so crazy because apparently outside, like, the courtroom, there's, like, protesters pushing for his, like, for him to go to prison. Which he should! You attempted murder! You fucking idiot! You sick, you psychopath, bro! Going up to fucking people and harassing them and shit, thinking that was a good idea. Hold on, let me move my... There we go. Come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. This is ridiculous, man. Throw this man in fucking prison. Throw him in prison. Come on, man.
During Etherly's court appearance, one investigator on the stand recalled the shooting.
Were shown to be fired prior to them hitting the ground.
Are being shown to have been fired prior to that?
Yes.
And how do we know that?
I can see, or in the courthouse video, it shows the casing ejecting from the firearm. It also shows the ricochet off the concrete planter.
Okay.
Prior to them hitting the ground.
prior. That means before by definition. Chud the Builder. Chud the Builder is so screwed, it's not even funny. You know, I've been sitting...
Oh, man. He's grown a beard, man. You know what I'm saying? That mustache, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro.
on my hands waiting
That boy need a haircut, bro.
for this video
Nigga looking rough
to come out, where people actually talk factually about what's going on with this whole Chud the Builder situation.
He beat his ass. How you get your ass beat and then you shoot the person that beat your ass and then you shoot yourself
off of stupid right-wing racist accounts that are being portrayed on Twitter? But
this is not justice, bro. This is a black man defending a racist white man that attempted murdered a black man, bro. What the fuck is this society, bro?
we are now
And it's 2 days before Juneteenth.
having investigators talk about the
bruh.
Chud the Builder situation, and it's worse than we ever could have imagined for Chud the Builder supporters and Chud the Builder himself. Not only are they discussing the contents of the video, which of course don't make Chud the Builder look good, but they're also talking about his bond situation, and it's so much worse than these weirdos could have even imagined. If you're new to this and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It's gonna go a long way for the channel. We still victory lapping on this whole Chud the Builder situation, and I need you to come along with me because I'm having a great time. This is a genuine smile. This is not like a made-up smile. Now, back into the video. Chud the Builder, a career criminal, saw himself in front of the judge just
Chud.
yesterday.
Dalton Etherly, that's his name, bro. Etherly.
Out his face about if he was gonna go home, see his fiance, and
You ain't going home, buddy. Your ass ain't going home. And apparently your fiance cut you off, gang. How you so racist? Your racist fiance don't even want to be around you no more. Like, what the fuck?
in his truck and get to talk to his supporters and all those other things. You see, Chud the Builder had a bond hearing, and it wasn't
Okay.
a bond hearing based off of him shooting a man at a courthouse. No, he's a career criminal. This bond hearing was for the situation where he felt as though he could go into a restaurant in Davidson County, which is also in Tennessee, and do a dine and dash, only after calling a man that was working there a bunch of slurs and whatnot.
You seem kind of upset. Yeah. We can leave. Hey, Pajit, calm down. Why don't you go shit in the street?
Bruh. This Chud the Builder guy, bro. Why do we still talk about him? Now, to be fair, I am reacting to this video. You know what I mean? But like, bro, this whole Chud the Builder shit is so ridiculous, bro.
Why don't you go poop in the street? Hey, man, don't get aggressive with me. We'll get up and leave. Thanks for the free food.
No, you
Bob's
gotta pay your check.
Steakhouse.
They'll take care of it.
Oh, no, we're not paying. Don't come here. They don't like freedom.
Hey, sir, you're under arrest.
They don't like freedom. It's crazy because these like racists, they say like these like racists that push for like, oh, it's freedom of speech. Like they only want freedom of speech because they want to go around and just say slurs and just be racist and just be disrespectful to people. That's all they want to do, bro. You know, they're slow. They're slow.
What did I do?
So his team
What
went
did
into
I
court
do?
yesterday with the strategy of like, yo, if we can get
What
these
did
charges
I
dropped,
do?
that's just one step closer to
Oh,
getting
goofy ass.
Chudrick home. And they felt extremely, and I do mean extremely confident about his chances about being released and coming home. Look at this tweet that he put up. This tweet is from an overly cocky and confident collective of people. Chud will hopefully be out next week. The only thing keeping him in is his failure to appear warned. Even though
What the fuck? Chud would hopefully be out next week. What do you mean hopefully, gang?
he was
Keep
in
him
Davidson County's
behind
custody
bars.
the night before court, and then was relinquished back into Montgomery County. Look at this fucking criminal right here. As a part of what seems to be a pre-planned plot to keep him in as long as possible. A pre-planned plot. Only pre-planning was him going out doing racist nonsense, thinking that he could get away with it. Once
Right.
out, Chud
Then he got
will
his
be
ass beat.
evicted from the home he's lived in for
What?
10 years. We are looking for a new place to live, as he is now being ordered by the court to report the address of
Chud will be evicted from a home he's lived in for 10 years. Bro, shut your fucking ass up. Oh, he's getting evicted. He's losing all of his assets. He's losing everything because he tried to murder a guy. Like, get the fuck
where
out of
he
here,
will
bro.
be. Any donations to help fund our move and daily expenses in the meantime will be greatly appreciated. Alexis. God, Alexis is one of the biggest scammers in the world, but we'll get into that in a second. But so no matter how cocky and confident they appear to be on the internet, in real life, Chud the Builder's screwed. When they went into that
Oh,
courthouse
yeah.
to hear the decision,
That
the
nigga
judge
cooked.
sung music into my ears. I thought it was Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, Anita Baker singing in my ears. How great it sounded when she revoked that man's bond.
The judge denied Etherly's release today, citing violent posts he's made on social media. Etherly is also facing a $1 million bond in the month.
We love white women, bro, because white women be like you got to give some white women credit. There's a lot of white women out there that aren't fucking racist, okay?
Montgomery County case.
The bond was revoked. And it was cited that it was because of those racist statements made on social media, which a lot of people that are free speech advocates that exist online told us wouldn't come into factor. You dumbass. You guys aren't judges. You guys aren't lawyers. Y'all are stupid. This was like a triple slap in the face to Chud the Builder and all Chud the Builder supporters. Not only are the investigators saying, based off of the footage reviewed, yeah, he pulled that hammer out and started letting it ring before he was even attacked, which kills any self-defense claim. Just totally shoots it in the arm. He's screwed from that perspective. But last time we talked about Chud the Builder, last time, because there's always something going on with him. Alex Rosen and all of these donations were coming in from all of these people, putting up money for his $1 million bond from that incident. But they weren't worried about the other incident because they were so confident.
Who the fuck is donating money to this nigga, bro? Who is
They could beat it. So let's just say that there is a world in which this person can beat this $1 million bond situation over here and they can get removed over here. Based off of the bond being revoked in the other county where he stole a steak dinner that he could have just paid for, his still won't be freed from prison. That's how stupid Chud the Builder is. That's how stupid the supporters are for just dumping all this money on him without understanding the reality.
donate it donate it, bro.
And the gravity of the situation that he brought upon himself. The biggest shift in
Donate it to the nearest animal shelter, bro.
all of this, though, is the exact words from the judge. Judge Blackburn's quote, based on what I've seen on social media and Mr. Etherly's behavior, we're done with that bail. We're not gonna revoke that bail. That means that they're not just looking at the paperwork, they're looking at patterns. You would think that these incidences would be separated, but they're not. They're looking at this as, hey, none of this is separated. All these things matter when we're talking about the character of this person and if we're gonna free this person or when we pass judgment on this person. And based off of Chud the Builder's social media catalog, which
fucking dumbass.
we have, that motherfucker is screwed. The same behavior
That dude
made
is
Chud the Builder
screwed.
famous is the same one that's gonna have him as a prison star.
Prosecutors played videos and reviewed social media posts made by Etherly, posted before the shooting outside the Montgomery County Courthouse.
Even social media would recognize what he's saying is improper.
Etherly's attorney argued the court should consider threats his client receives on.
It's crazy because he's sitting in this chair thinking like, oh, everything's fine because he swung at me. He swung at me. Like, no, bro.
Line. In the end, the judge sided with prosecutors and revoked Etherly's Davidson County bond, citing
He's shaking his fucking head, bruh. Bro, he's shaking his head in disappointment because he knows he's gonna look at him.
Prosecutors and
Look at him.
revoked Etherly's Davidson County bond, citing concerns about the.
Come on, man. It's freedom of speech, man. It's freedom of speech, man. Man, it's freedom of speech, man. It's freedom of speech, man. Come on, man.
Social media posts.
Like, get your dumb
Chud's
ass out of
brand
here,
was
bro.
built off of
Oh, my bad.
confrontation. He would film people, provoke reaction, and then turn the outrage into views, donations, and attention. The online consumers of this content treated it like it was edgy. Ooh, Chud the bad boy builder. Can we fix it? Well, the court system is looking at it as the pattern that is depicting a racist man who is agitating society, who should not be released from any sort of captivity that they have him in. No, not at all. We can't trust this guy to be out there on the streets. Why? Because this dumbass will do anything and everything to get these nasty, hateful clips off. This is why that judge's quotes matter. Sure, Chud the Builder has a bunch of technical issues as to why his bond shouldn't have been revoked. He's missing court appearances, not paying these fines and these fees, all these other things. But they didn't even say that it was a technical rule as to why he won't be allowed to be having bond in this situation. They're saying it's totally based off of his behavior in the social media posts of the past that's got him cooked like bacon. The thing that made Chud the Builder famous and popular on the outside is going to be the same thing that's going to make him famous and popular on the inside as a prison yard bitch. And this also undercuts any narratives that everybody was overreacting about the whole situation. The court is saying, hey guys, we've seen enough. We've seen enough. We're not trusting this guy to be outside because he's dangerous. And not just dangerous because of his words, but like I mentioned earlier in the video, they've got that footage.
And what do you like? Like, you have to be, there's something wrong with him mentally. I'm not even trying to be mean. There has to be something wrong with bro. Like, there has to be something wrong with bro. Like, there has to be something wrong with you, bro. Like, do you, like, to think that he was gonna get away with this, there is something wrong with you, bro.
And that self-defense conversation and argument is becoming weaker and weaker as time
and it's getting fucking annoying, bro.
goes by.
In the courthouse video, it shows the casing ejecting from the firearm. It also shows the ricochet off the concrete planter.
Okay.
Prior to them hitting the ground.
Do you guys remember that stupid story that
Nigga said the bullet ricocheted off of concrete. Like, shut your
Builder tried to make audiences
boy.
believe, and the police and the firefighters believe about what happened
the
when
hell?
he went to the courthouse that day where Joshua Fox got shot and Chud also got shot. Do y'all remember that story?
I walked up to them because they were pointing at me. They were laughing. They were pointing at me, and I said, "What's up, guys? How y'all doing? They like the new suit." He said, "Walk away from me." I walked away from him. He came back up to me. He literally said, "I have PTSD. You start saying all that chimp out shit to me, I'm gonna hit you." He hit me, started wailing on me, even after I had to defend myself by shooting him. He's still wailing on me.
Chud the Builder tried to
This crazy. Like, did you think just shooting him, like, oh my god. It's crazy, like,
paint himself more of a de-escalator. Hey, I was moving away from the situation.
he was not moving away from the fucking situation, bro.
I never antagonized this man.
It's all on fucking camera, you idiot.
Was just simply here at court. But the problem became many for Chud the Builder because one, audiences didn't believe that. We know how Chud the Builder is. We know what he gets his shit off on. Two, there's a Kick recording or Pump Fun or whatever platform Chud the Builder's on. There's a recording of it from that POV, and then there's also recordings of it from the 12 closed caption television recordings that are around a public entity such as a courthouse. And now you're having investigators and others that are in the court look at that footage, and they're going opposite of what Chud the Builder is saying. They're saying that he reached for the gun first. They're saying that
Oh hell yeah, he 100% reached for the gun first. He was holding that bitch like this. And as soon as he started putting, oh my god. Y'all like my hair, bro? I'm looking sexy. Let me stop, bro. No, he said that ass though. He probably had that shit on his fucking shoulder, bro.
he reached for his weapon before anything happened, which would change that whole self-defense conversation. If you provoke the situation, if you reach for the firearm in the situation first without being attacked,
You can't, like, I'm pretty sure, like, even if it's not warranted that, like, you can shoot someone when they're just punching you, bro. Like, you can fight back. You can punch them back. You know what I mean? If your first reaction after getting punched is shooting someone, bro, dude, come on, bro.
and then if you also fired before said attack, that's not self-defense. This is a retelling of somebody who watched the footage. This person says, Chud the Builder is so LMFAO. I just watched a video from court in Clarksville a week or two ago. The day of the shooting, Chud had court at 9 a.m., missed court, and showed up 4 hours later with a selfie stick and a gun. If you miss court like that, you probably have some sort of warrant for your arrest.
There's something wrong with him, bro.
With a selfie stick and a gun doesn't seem as to be someone who is.
He has to be paid after by like Elon Musk or some shit like that. How much Peter Thiel pay you, nigga, bro? Come on, bro.
Turning themselves in. That seems to be somebody who is there to antagonize. According to prosecutors, Chud accosted the victim, who actually had court at 1:30 and had a reason to be there. And then when the victim approached him, due to whatever Chud said, he assumed a bladed stance, switched the selfie stick to his left hand, and reached into his suit pocket. The victim then hits him because Chud is clearly reaching for a gun. Chud shoots him, and then Chud proceeds to get his ass kicked by a guy who just got shot. The video of Chud getting beat up is—
that is crazy. Imagine shooting that guy and he's still wailing on your dumb ass, bro. You're like, come on, bro.
After he shot the guy, which is why there are no gunshots audible in that footage. There's apparently footage from courthouse security cameras of the whole altercation.
Oh, wow.
He initiated the conflict and is such a he lost a fight to a man with multiple pre-existing gunshot wounds. Look, I find this to be hilarious because Chud's team is actively working online or social media to push this narrative that he was attacked, he wasn't the provocateur, even though we know that that's not the case. And they're spinning all of this stuff as if there's not going to be some sort of video that does come out in a short amount of time. And there are people that are gobbling this stuff up. You have Myron on the internet who is still—
Myron is not a real person. He is AI, bro. He was designed by Peter Thiel. He has to be, bro. And that's not true, by the way. That's not true. I'm trolling. But like, you know what I'm saying? He's a real person. But it's like, dude, like, you have to be getting paid by like billionaires or something like that, bro. There's no way. There's no way. Like them, like bro is such a sellout, bro.
For self-defense for this guy, that one lawyer dude who's still pushing for self-defense for that guy. Now, nothing has been published to the
Myron Gates is the same guy who didn't get in a relationship until he was 35, bro.
Public just yet, but it could come any day now. And I wonder if those people are going to switch their tune, but ultimately, based off of what people in the court have seen, it's not going to look good for Chud the Builder. So now Chud is trapped in two directions, right? The Nashville case blocks the bond route, and the Montgomery case blocks the narrative route. Chud's team thought that this moment was going to start turning the favor for Chud the Builder, but instead, it became the opposite. The Nashville case did not disappear at all. The one that you thought was just a steak dinner. His bond got revoked. The judge cited his behavior and social media, and now the attempted murder case is even more pressure on the defense. Chud has been relying on that, and that's the only way he's been able to protect himself. What the real problem is that these court systems, even though they seem to be separate entities, are clearly looking at the same evidence, and they're looking at the full picture of Chud the Builder. They're taking in the online social media presence that he is. They see when an Alex Rosen, somebody who is racist on social media, comes to the aid of Chud.
Oh my God, dude. Yo, Gideon, bruh. I get it. You just like Christian, and you want to appeal to, you want to forgive people because you're a Christian and all that, bro. But sometimes, bro, you just got to look a nigga in the eye and say, fuck you. Like that, I don't give a fuck. We not friends. You know, he might have done a few good things catching predators, even though he was harassing his decoys. But like, I don't know, bro. I swore I thought he was racist. I was like, he's like hanging around. I was like, isn't this nigga racist? Isn't Alex like racist or something like that? Bro,
Chud the Builder. They're seeing—
nah, look. At least Gideon admitted his fucking mistake, and he was like, damn, like, I fucked up. I tried to, you know what I mean? But, like, he's a fucking racist. He's a bitch-ass nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, you a Christian, and you want to be devoted to your religion, but sometimes you just gotta put the Bible down, look a nigga in the face, and you gotta say, get the fuck out of my face, bro. Come on, bro.
All of the content that Chud the Builder—
sometimes you can't turn the other cheek, bro.
Painting a picture of Chud the Builder, and this is all pre-trial. And so while all these idiots are sending all this money to Chud the Builder, thinking that this is gonna help him in a situation, what
it's
probably
not,
should have
bro.
been helping him pre all of this stuff, because now this money is just gonna be sit there locked up or put to his fiance, who also, I think it's his baby mama, whoever it is
to give it to the child, bro.
Gonna milk him like the cash cow that he is, because that's all he's really serving at this point. They don't care about his demise. But ultimately, his online social media presence is hurting him in real time. Something that people have been predicting for a long time. But now he's facing the—
yeah, man, bro. You're cooked, bro. Yeah, bro. You're cooked, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're cooked, bro. You're cooked, Chud. You're cooked, Chud. I don't know where. Look. It just gets to a point. There's got to be something mentally wrong with bro. I'm not gonna fucking lie, bro. There just got to be something mentally wrong with him. But I hope you have a good breath. It's a good ding night, man. I love y'all, man. Peace.